Well, first of all, thank you everybody to be here. Thank you very much. As you know, we, the Professional Training Commission, made this project Puppetraining that aims to meet different schools from all around the world and to have close connections, more deep than the cold information that each school could give on the web. So the idea is to share different opinions and to show what happened in each school in really far points of all around the world. We start with the school of Charleville, our first meeting. Then we continue with the school of, sorry, Alessandra? Oh, sorry. So we continue with the school in Connecticut, and then we continue with the program, a really deep program made by Ranjana Pandey and Anurupa Roy in India. And then we have here today a big honor to receive the DAMU school from Prague, which was, as you all know, the very first school in puppetry in the world, in the history. So it's a kind of example for all the countries that build new schools after the creation of the DAMU. So our plan is to continue with this project. Next school will be the school of Tehran in Iran, and then after that we will know what happened in Italy also, in the school that is building there. So without more words, and thank you especially to Branislav Mazuch and Katerina Dolenska and all the teachers we have here in presence from the DAMU. And please, if you want to start when you want. Thank you. Especially thank you.
Thank you, Tito, for introduction. Good late afternoon to all of you. I'm glad to have this opportunity to introduce a profile of our Department of Alternative and Puppet Theater here on Prague Academy of Performing Arts. My name is Braňo Mazuch. I am now head of the department, and next to me is sitting Kateřina Dolenska, my colleague and professional theoretician of puppet theater, and I'm glad that she can be right now, right here with me. I'm very thankful to Kateřina to share with me her knowledges and even presentation of our profile from last year, and we added some actual information, actual photos from last, let's say, 2 years. And after the presentation, I will share with you a couple of examples from videos of our students' works, semester works, as well from last 2 years. I wanted to keep it focused on the actual time, and that's why I have chosen only this 2 or 4 semesters work. Of course, what Tito, you mentioned about this ambition to connect the theater or puppetry schools from all around the world. I'm glad about it because after COVID period, it is really I'm kind of struggling or trying to refresh all the contacts that we had before COVID, and to come back into connection, and again share experiences and open possibilities for meetings of different schools and students and pedagogues. So I'm glad about this ambition. But let me switch to this briefly presentation that we with Katka prepared. I will try to share with you the presentation. I hope it will work. And yeah, can you see? Everybody can see what's yeah, it's Czech. Cool. So the name of our department is in Czech CALT, what means Katedra Alternativního a loutkového divadla. Divadlo means theater, and when I translate it into English, it would be dubbed. No dubbed, that it is dubbed. Department of Alternative and Puppet Theater. Shortly you will see picture of first students of our department. This is picture of our actual students. On the end of every semester there is festival called the Process, where students present their semester projects, performances, shows, site-specific projects, and of course scenographers present their works in the exhibition. And after every day, it is 4 days festival, and every day there is a discussion about what was seen, what was shown, what was presented. So this is picture from such a discussion every day in the morning. As you know, maybe from previous different presentations, or even from the web, the Academy of Performing Arts in Prague was established 1945. The faculties, film faculty and theater faculty, have been established 1946. And when I continue to the actual situation, there are on the theater faculty, as you can see, the orange one, theater faculty has 7 departments. The biggest, let's say, I would say even iconical, because mostly it is DAMU as a faculty. Theater faculty is synonym mostly, and even now, for the dramatic theater, and nobody connects it really with anything else, with the scenography, with art management, and of course even not with alternative and puppet theater. So that's why Department of Dramatic Theater is the first. It is the biggest. When we talk about amount of students and teachers, second is our Department of Alternative and Puppet Theater, and then there are Department of Scenography. Primarily, scenography is meant scenography for drama theater, because in our department there is like so-called cabinet or atelier of scenography of alternative and puppet theater. So we have our own scenography. Then there is Department of Art Management, Department of Drama in Education, Department of Authorial Creativity and Pedagogy, and Department of Theory and Criticism. Department of Puppetry was established 1952, and with Josef Krofta from 1990 the name changed into Department of Alternative and Puppet Theater. Later I will explain what happened and what was behind. On the beginning, you have seen our students from today. Here you can see first group of students and pedagogues of our department. What Tito already mentioned, Department of Puppetry was established in 1952 and was the very first university puppetry institute in the world. And here are some examples, some pictures from those years. And puppets and marionettes, the stubborn woman, and here is a list of artistic leaders of our department. of course, you have heard about many or even about all of them. Josef Skupa, Erik Kolár, Eva Vodičková, Zdeněk Rajfanda, Miroslav Česal, Alois Tománek. Here with Josef Krofta came a change in after the change of regime. Josef Krofta joined the department, and with him came the change in the name. It was, I'm sorry, back. It was 1990 when the name changed into the Department of Alternative and Puppet Theatre. A number of outstanding personalities from contemporary Czech alternative and puppet theaters are graduates from the renewed department. We have every year discussion about this alternative word. Even when now a group of Ukrainian students arrived to Prague school, we have here now around 36 students on the drama faculty, on the theater faculty, and the first ambition was, or first question that we have got was, what is alternative theater and why we are alternative theater? So primarily really goes, or we can talk about alternative to dramatic text-based theater, or to the interpretation of the text. We have been in a short history, we have been looking for how to change the name, how to make it more meaningful or clearer to what is happening in the school. We talk about authorial theater, but the authorial theater is like the topic of another department, etc. So we still are keeping this alternative even when there are many question marks behind it. But primarily the difference is in the Department of Drama Theater, the basic is the text, and everything else is connected with the interpretation of text. In our department, the basic can be, I would say anything, but it is too extreme. I would say material, object, picture, visual, or even technology, media. The text in the form, when we talk about text as a material, that we are in materialistic way treating the text, not interpreting it, not looking or creating characters, situations, etc. Here are some understandable reasons for change: insufficient respect of the subject, puppetry versus drama department. Still, I think the situation, this unrespect is still kind of here. Many our graduates go to independent theaters, and the drama department is primarily connected with institutional theaters, and still there is rivalry and kind of jealousness or whatever. Even when, for example, this year one student applied for both, for drama theater department and our department, and he was accepted to both. So we have been very nervous expecting his decision. Finally, he decided for our department, but I can imagine, as in history it every time happened, how jealous the drama department will be that he decided for us. Let's see in September or October. Because the admission exams are for the drama department in January, in our school, in our department on March. It very often happens that students go there, and when they are not successful there, they come to our department. That's why the second point is less talented people studied there. But less talented is very relative opinion, because both our departments look for different qualities, potentials in students. Many of very inspirational educators missing respected personalities, rigid emphasis on drill and craft skills, stress on the art of animation. Yes, this point I would like to kind of emphasize. This really we not resign, but the emphasis isn't that much on the drill and craft skills, of course, when we talk about scenography, when we talk about skills of puppeteers, actors, when we talk about skills of directors, but primarily is the starting point for work of our students is kind of like tabula rasa, empty, like white page, and start from there to create something, or from some very specific thing that you can find somewhere or that you steal somewhere. As one of my colleagues says, that the most beautiful puppet is that you found somewhere or that you could steal somewhere. So that is kind of the idea behind it. Not necessarily make trainings of marionette for marionette puppeteering or animation or hand puppet animation, but really that student intuitively come to the reason why exactly use this technology and work with this technology, because it relates for them, it is connected with the topic they would like to talk about. And the last point, isolation of the Czechoslovakian theater during communist era and its separation from the progressive tendencies. That's what we are kind of, that's the field, this progressive tendencies all around us. And of course, even in Czech Republic, that we try to keep in touch with, and we are trying, of course, to invite the most different creative authorities from all different theater fields that could be inspirative for our students. Conclusion, shortly, puppet theater is no more seen a sovereign kind of theater, but one of the possible alternatives of the theater right now. But this is really like single-minded, how to make it understandable, how we think about it. But please don't take it too like black and white as it can sound. Nowadays, the whole generation of theater artists understands puppets and principles of puppetry as one of many possible ways how to work on the stage. Generally, the puppetry or puppet theater or object theater, we talk about it even with Professor Jana Pilatova, and she kind of defined the priority or the advantage of our department, that we express ourselves through material. There isn't like direct expression of the emotion of the actor or performer, but we talk, we lead our dialogue with the audience through something. If it is puppet, if it is object, if it is new media, visual, photography, video, or whatever, there is some medium between the performer, actor, and the spectator. Here's a picture, detailed picture from the performance El Padre 1 year ago. El Padre, as the title says, two performers in the performance presented histories of their fathers, famous, more famous or less famous, because one performer was Antonie Formanova, was his granddaughter of Miloš Forman, and she was talking about her father in performance. So after the change, after 1990, the artistic leaders of the department have been Josef Krofta, Jiří Havelka, and last name is my name. Here is a picture from the summer process festival 1 year ago. 2 students of scenography came with a kind of newspaper with quotes of the pedagogues in a very original and sophisticated and funny way. Now the Czech bachelor program is divided into 3 cabinets: cabinet of acting, of alternative and puppet theater, cabinet of directing and dramaturgy, and cabinet of scenography. Here's a picture from Raven. And study programs on the Department of Alternative. Let me introduce these programs. We have Czech programs and English program. There have been quite a short time ago 2 programs or second program planned, but Czech programs, bachelor programs, the bachelor studies are for 3 years. Czech programs mean that you can study it in Czech language, but or the language of the program is Czech, but we in last years have from year to year even students of course from Slovakia, Slovenia, France, students that came with the ambition to learn the language and to experience this program in full length. Bachelor programs, we have 3: acting, directing and dramaturgy, and scenography. Master program is for 2 years, and it is the alternative and puppet theater. Still are running some older master programs that are based or focused on acting, directing, dramaturgy, and scenography. But we decided to make like one topic or one master program that creates open platform or field for different specialization. The main idea behind this is the idea of de-hierarchization of the positions, the hierarchization of theater. It means that even borders between the actors and scenographers and directors, dramaturgs are kind of very blurred during bachelor studies. We try to achieve that students from different field specializations can experience everything. Scenographers or students of scenography can experience performing or acting. So even directors and dramaturgs, and of course even actors, we try to open them possibility to experience scenography or puppet making and being dramaturgs or directors. And PhD program for 3 to 5 years, the alternative and puppet theater and its theory. The Fish on the Moon performance that was created by Anna Datiashvili left and Sara Vosobova right. This surrealistic, I would say, puppet improvisation with music. I don't know how to what else to say. Hope you get the atmosphere and the mood from the picture. What about English programs of our department? There is running from 2017 directing of devised and object theater, and we for many years prepared together with Bialystok, Bratislava and Budapest MA program Puppetraining, but it was prematurely terminated on December 31, 2021. As you can see, the reason I tried to formulate it because there was it's much more complicated but the main reason was a change in the status of University of Budapest that now is not more university, but foundation. And in the contract, of course, contract with the European Commission, there was it was project of 4 universities, 4 schools, and of course the politic that came into this into school and even into this project was some very made us sad about this program, because a lot of my colleagues spend a long time to develop it, to prepare it, to make it work, to invite many pedagogues, to build a special web and to make PR. And after this change, political change in not of course not only in this university in Hungary, a lot of incompetent people came in, and many competent people, authorities left the school. Here is from the some things or one piece of book of where a scenographer is collecting different things that she found around her in the kitchen. As we can see, parts of onion, leaves, etc. The study program of programs, the department explored the nature of what we call theater and the ways theater can be perceived, role of theater in modern society, how the theater can be developed and changed, where are boundaries and crossovers of theater. These topics are, I think, in both in Czech and even in English program, like main topics, main ideas. Study programs built on the long-standing teaching experience of a traditionally puppetry-oriented school and works with trends stemming from avant-garde drama and the open theater movement. Today, the common area of study is post-dramatic, authorial, post-spectacular, puppet, object, new media, visual and physical theater. Of course, this is just, I could add much more words, all the different forms, but I try to keep it zipped and short. More than the study of established practices and craftsmanship, consideration is given to space for questioning and searching for another or new language. Questioning and searching, I would say dialogue, constant dialogue between pedagogues and between, of course, pedagogues and students, inspiring students to think about the theater generally, to question of what they need to question, and in this way to find a new style or new theater poetics that they can develop after graduating the school. Myšlenská Street, picture from this this performance from year 2020. To your to questions that I received, we of course here is shortly no possibility of summer courses, no, because it's, we thought about it. This is the topic. Maybe Marek Bečka can add something then as well to this thing. We thought about it and well, this is still, I think it is question how to work with this opportunity or this possibility for new coming students or people who are interested into the puppet theater, and if there is this interest, of course, that's the question we need to think about. But for the last year or for last time and now, there is actually no possibility for summer courses. Is the training recognized by the state? Yes, the studies end with the official state exam. Studies of all the programs. By which organizations is the training founded? The Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport. Here is another work of our student of scenography. He, as you can see, created from bread anything you can imagine, and of course performed with this mask and this big foot you can see right in the edge down. He performed in the streets of Prague, in the underground, in different streets, in the evening, in the day, etc. Pedagogy. The curriculum includes complex structure of practical and theoretical lessons, focusing of many aspects of contemporary theater. When we talk about the practical, for example, by puppeteers, by acting, students of acting, we of course mean even psychosomatic disciplines. All pedagogical team, I mention here only really couple of my colleagues, Marek Bečka, Jiří Adámek, Jan Bažant, Jiří Havelka, Milan Klíma, Linda Dušková, Marta Ljubková. Some of them for sure you know from, maybe you met online. In last years, we invited to workshops, to lead workshops with our students, Neville Tranter, Ache from Petersburg, Agnes Limbos, Erik Bass, Tim Spooner, Kjell Moberg from Nie Theatre from Norway, Karel van Ransbeek from the Spiegel. These artists are invited directly. There are two possibilities to invite them to the school to lead the workshops. Another possibility is every year a so-called Gaudeamus Theatrum, what is 1 week workshop in Drag Theatre in Hradec Králové, where we invite students from different schools. So in the last years, there have been students from puppetry Stuttgart, from Berlin, Bialystok, Wrocław, Budapest, Bratislava, Targu Mures, and yes, that's it. Now we are trying to invite students from other schools as well. And these artists, as I mentioned, lead the workshop. They prepare the program for students that mostly we talk about 30 students from 3 different schools. Our department is represented there with a group of students every year. The other schools we try to invite to keep in touch with most of schools that are, let's say, around Czech Republic, and to share with them our, but not only our experiences. And in last 2 meetings or 2 workshops, Gaudeamus Theatrum had even a very interesting part, what was conference with Kjell Moberg. It was theater for teenagers, and the conference was like the main topic was exactly this, theater for teenagers. And with Karel van Ransbeek, it was in March this year, theater for toddlers. As you maybe know his Kaban project. So students from 3 schools could perform in Kaban every day. Every day they have been in Hradec Králové in drag 3 performances for toddlers. So it was very good and very strong experience for all groups of students from Berlin, Bialystok, and from Prague. Little Red Riding Hood. I will shortly, in a short time, I will show you even video from this performance. To other questions that I received, program for the integration of graduates into professional life. All the students are integrated into professional life continuously during their studies. We support them, we provoke them, motivate them, not only to be kind of stuck on the school, but even to spread activities around, to look for possibilities of presentation of their works, not only in Prague, in the independent scenes, but even in regions of Czech Republic. They, of course, get opportunities to present their works during festivals in Prague, but even in Liberec, in Skupova Plzeň, etc. I'm glad that students keep in touch with all these platforms or possibilities of presentation themselves, and then continuing after studies work with institutional puppet theaters, or they create independent groups that settle in Prague or in different regions, different cities, or forests as well, for example. Admission criteria to the program, talent and personality prerequisites. Later I will explain what exactly is not criteria, but how is what is asked to bring with. Number of students per program. In Czech programs, we have approximately 10 students of acting, 4 students in bachelor in directing and dramaturgy, and 4 students of scenography. In master program, alternative and puppet theater, 10 students, and in the master program, directing of device and object theater, around 4 students. I would like to mention the master program, alternative and puppet theater, because there is we opened this program to even to graduated bachelor students from other schools. So it's not like it's not like in one line. So you finish your bachelor studies and you continue MA study, but there is another admission exams, and as we are open, many students come from different fields, from, I don't know, architecture, garden architecture, journalism, faculty of philosophy, etc. This aim or idea behind it was, of course, to bring like a new ways of thinking, or thinking and seeing about the theater, even when the students are not that much experienced in the practical field of performing arts. This is still live from Love Feathers and Javier Solis performance. Daniel Victoria, this is student of English MA program. And admission requirements for foreign students into this MA directing of device and object theater program. Motivational first for the first round, we ask for motivational letter, compilation of samples of their creative work in PDF format, audiovisual documentation, written description of their envisioned master study project, their intentions in the course of study, and vision of their future professional activities. CV, of course, and appropriate letter of reference. After it, they are invited to the second round, where we meet them on Skype. We have with them interview. They have, I think, 1 week to make a video and short text connected with the video. They get a picture, composition, or they can choose from 5 pictures, and based on these pictures, they can shoot own video and write own text. How much autobiographical, how much creative they decide to be, it's absolutely up to them. Then in the video interview, we mostly asked them about what was the idea behind making this video, writing this text, what is the, even when they are mentioning it in motivational letter, we are interested into why they really decided for Prague school. And well, then there is that's the second round. Student and teacher exchanges, yes, we are, this is possible, or this happens. We are part of Erasmus Plus program. What happened in last year was that after this COVID closure, COVID period, many of our students really are now applying not only for one school, but even for 3 schools, what is really, from the administrative point of view, very hard to kind of cover and enable them to really go there and get some experience. When some of teachers occasionally visit another European universities. When we have been working on this MA program for our department, it was even like necessity to visit schools in Amsterdam, in Fredrikstad in Norway, even Jerusalem, Reykjavik, etc., to experience these schools, to experience their curriculum, to know it and try to adapt it or bring as an inspiration for our new MA program. And in English master program, the directing of device and object theater for foreign students is 8,470 euros per academic year. Tuition fee and Czech programs are all free. Here's the picture from 7 books performance. 7 books, shortly to explain, each book was about different, let's say, elements or stories, and everything was just explained or told. The narrative was just lettering the book, changing the page, all the performance in a very ambient atmosphere of improvised music. So thank you for your attention that you have spent to this presentation. Maybe now I would ask you, before I show some videos or parts of videos, if you have any questions, if you would like anything to ask directly. So let's make it let's make a break maybe in the presentation.
Okay. Thank you very much, Branislav, for this great presentation that clarify many points of your program, the story and the name of this, because all we know that when we change names from alternative theaters, so people from dramatic theater thinks different things. So it's clear now what impulses you to change these names, and all the program is really clear. So thank you very much. Yes, and let's open the dialogue to everybody. If any of you want to raise your hand, with pleasure, we can talk. Ciao, Stefano. Ross Vasquez raised the hand. Please, hello, you are mute.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. I just had a short question. I wasn't sure. I was looking at when I saw the thing about Erasmus exchange. I was wondering, is it also possible as a foreign student to join the Department of Alternative and Puppet Theatre for a semester as an Erasmus student? Or is it only possible for students from the department to go out to other schools?
It's of course possible, like both ways. Our students have are willing to go to other schools, and of course our department is open to schools from other European schools that belong to Erasmus Plus, and this happens every year or every semester. Then there is of course question: what is your field of interest? It is if it is like puppetry, acting, or if it is scenography, if it is directing, because based on that we can think about and not only in our department but generally on the theater faculty, what we can offer you, what language would be English, and which program or which department can offer something in English language, something meaningful for you. So this would be even nice to know. What is your plan? What would be your plan? Why are you interested in Prague especially, and etc. Then we can, with the Marek Bečka, with Prodin for international affairs, so we can think about some program, meaningful program for you.
Amazing, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, wonderful. We start to make a new net. Okay, there is another question, please. Lorette. Hi. You are mute, Lorette.
Thank you, Tito. Thank you, both of you, for this very interesting presentation. I have two little questions concerning, actually, I've been doing research on professional puppetry training, especially in German-speaking countries and French-speaking countries for the last couple of years. So I'm very interested in getting to knowing better other institutions which have their professional puppetry trainings. And in your presentation, there is two things I have been wondering. When or where do students learn to construct, to build puppets or objects? Because in these three different axes, I didn't see it. And the second thing is a more personal interest is I saw pictures where students also used masks in their projects. And I have done research on several schools where masks have a kind of special place in puppetry training. Is it also the case in your school? And if it is only in the acting and puppetry part or for all students, it would be very nice if you could give me some information about that. Thank you.
Okay, so what about puppet building or designing, etc.? It differs. It really differs based on each year. It means each group of students has special leading pedagogues, and we are kind of now mixed group of pedagogues, and these leading pedagogues plan for their groups individual plans. It means, for example, the building puppets can be a topic or theme for one leading pedagogue for the first semester, for another leading pedagogue for second semester, for somebody even on third semester. So it really differs. It is really based on even on the profile of the group of students. So when we see that we need to spend longer time with something else before we put them in touch with puppets, with the wooden toys or objects. So we do so. We plan the semesters differently. And of course, there is a workshop in the building, and there is special pedagogue František Skala that is kind of that guarantees this puppet making or wood carving class, and he is there to assist students to build their puppets. And because he's own puppet builder, very experienced, and kind of keeping traditional treating of the material, traditional technology of puppet making. So he is the most responsible person we can now offer to students. Of course, a lot of other pedagogues, of course, work as well with the puppets. Some in a more anarchy way, more let's say fast food way. It really differs. It really differs, and I'm happy that there is such a pastry. Colorful, yeah, maybe colorful, or yes, colorful palette of different possibilities, or thinking about puppets, or about objects, about visuality of puppet theater. And what about mask or neutral mask? This is as well. It really depends on the leading pedagogue, whom he or her wants to invite to the group of his or her students. If it will be somebody from the Czech area, or even from abroad. We had here some teachers from Italy, or some teachers even from Spain. It really differs even from year to year. It's not, but mask isn't let's say like something that you can meet in a special period. Our students work on puppet performances in second year. You can decide if it is in third semester or fourth semester, but in second year, students this is their main task, to make a puppet performance. But what about mask lessons or trainings? It's not like must. It's possibility. We are open-minded to it, but not must for each year.
I will add something, because I'm responsible for the theoretical education and historical background. And we also, it really depends on the group of students. Of course, because I teach the history and the theory of puppet theater, I included also lessons about the masks. And sometimes I can see that the students are really deeply interested in this phenomenon. We are discussing it a lot. And some years they agree, okay, we accept it, they listen, and that's all. So they don't want to know more about it. So it really depends, because of the leading teachers and about the group of students. And as far as for the mask, this lecture about the mask is called like stepsister of the puppet. So it's included, like it's connected somehow, or it's somehow is it independent. Yeah, but it really depends on the students.
Thank you very much for your answers, and it gives me the idea that your school actually really gives a lot of importance to the individuals and to the group built by these individuals, and how you can react to their needs and their interests. It's great.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and flexible also, the program. Wonderful to, yeah, wonderful. Okay, Yeni Heo from Korea has raised the hand. She has a question. Please, Jenny.
Yes. I first heard alternative theater. What is the exact meaning of alternative theater? In Korea, it is called the puppet theater combined complex stage art or fusion art. Is it similar to that?
As it was, Jenny, as it was in the presentation, we use the word alternative to specify it primarily to comparing with the dramatic theater. It means all the other, let's say, alternatives, alternative and puppet theater is alternative to text-based dramatic theater. This is the main idea behind it. And of course, field of alternative or independent theater is from day to day bigger and bigger. Of course, even our department isn't able to cover all the needs, all the actual tendencies, but we try to stay in touch with most of them and to share this status or this situation where the field of alternative theater is so wide. To share it with students, to inspire students and to inspire them to look for own ways of thinking about theater, about form of the theater.
I would say at the beginning of the rehearsal, there is not a text, not Shakespeare, not Molière, but there is a topic. And there is a group of people and they want to speak to the audience about this topic. And it depends on their attitude. If they will take dance or physical theater, material, puppets, new media, it's really their expression. And it usually the performance is created in the team. There is no hierarchy. Berniam was speaking about it. It's really cooperative collaboration of the team who is working on the topic. Yeah.
I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the last year, one more thing I would like to add is, of course, connected with the recycling, reusing. Very often, not even like topic is on the beginning, but some box of things that somebody has found it somewhere and wants to recycle them. And now he or she is looking for how to work with it. It is very interesting that there is some history in the things I have in the box. This is maybe from chemistry cabinet or biology cabinet. Let's do something with it. Even this could be like a strategy, not topic, but I have full bag of something and or even like potatoes. One student came with a bag of potatoes and started performance with it spontaneously, intuitively, but out of sudden it changed into Shakespearean king tragedies in the way how he treated it and how he was able to add this Shakespearean context into animating of potatoes.
So there are no rules and everything is possible.
We must have a mind that can accept all genres.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yes, it's absolutely open to all genres. Yeah.
Yes, understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jenny. So Eva Bolska. Hi.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, I have a question about PhD program, and I'm very sorry because I just lost connection for a little moment, so I'm not sure if you mentioned it or not. I would like to ask if this program is open for foreigners, and the second question is if you're open for some kind of a little bit more like wide topics, because I would like to write about creativity as a spiritual path. But because of my training and my focus of interest, I would like somehow to stay in the puppetry field and in the puppetry school. And I've been always really fascinated with DAMU, so I'm thinking about studying there maybe.
I think it's true is that the program is open even now. Is there Olga Zembinska studying? She came from you're from Poland, right?
Yes, yes.
She came from design school from Warsaw, I think she was there, and then she, of course, she studied here MA program, and then she continued. Now she continues PhD studies. It is. I think it's better to be more, let's say, more specific. Even it's better for the like pedagogues or to be clearer in the definition of the topic. And it's and when you think about it, when you choose the topic or try to define it, even to be in the context who is who in the school and who could be your like leading pedagogue. This is like the core or the basics. Maybe, but it is for foreigners. Yes, if you can, of course, you can adapt to Czech language as soon as possible. I don't know whose microphone is switched on, but
yes, I got it.
Okay. So Eva, I think if you are flexible enough to adapt to Czech language, what I think for you from Poland, it shouldn't be that big problem. So you will be welcomed. And just to know closer the pedagogues of our department and maybe connect with the Polish students that we have here. What is now Michał. In the MA program, there is one student from Poland, and Olga Zembinska is in PhD special program. So this students can a list of students you can find online on our web.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think the duty is to write the thesis in Czech language, but you can translate it if that's
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Eva. Is there another?
Maybe Tito, Marek Bečka would like to add something, maybe to this question when I missed something. Marek, could you?
Branyo, you didn't miss anything. I think it was perfect. And just about the PhD program, yes, I think the best way is just to contact Eva. What's her name?
Eva.
Olga Zembinska. Yes.
Olga. I'm sorry. Olga Zembinska, because it's the easiest way how to get more informations. Or yeah. And about whole program or about what you said, I think it was just really perfect. I didn't know what to do, what to say more. I'm poor puppeteer. I'm just looking at this, how wonderful and great school we have. No, I'm kidding now, but I'm really happy. Yeah, I think it was perfect. Thank you very much, Branyo.
Thank you, Marek. If you could add into chat, Eva, your email, I could connect you with Olga if you want.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So maybe now it's anybody else raised the hand? Tito, please.
No. At the moment, okay. Maybe it's the time to see.
Show some videos.
Sorry. Nina Fogel from Brazil want to ask something. Then after Nina, if you want, we can share the videos. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Nina, please.
Hi. Thank you for your presentation. I was just wondering whether you can offer or not scholarships for international students.
Now, what about English program? We ask students to, or they are used to ask for internships in their countries. So we are not able to offer scholarships. I'm sorry for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Branislav. So if there is another question, or Okay, could we see the videos, Branislav?
Yes, of course. I will, okay, wait. Again, it's a little bit lost, but give me a second.
No problem, no problem.
Modules, yeah. Can you see it? Please tell me.
What we see is the folder with many little
only
videos.
folder. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just a second.
Yeah.
So I need to change something. Okay. Here it is. This is performance called Entomologials. It was made by two our students. One is student of acting, Adam Pánik, and Teresa Haulova is student of scenography, or was student of scenography. She graduated already. Before Teresa, before she came to our school, she studied garden architecture. So she graduated as a I think engineer, something, garden architecture. Then she came to our school to study.
Okay. Okay.
Puppetry scenography. Now you can see now.
Yes. Perfect.
Great. Just shortly to say, excuse me, here is a missing sound, but I wanted to show it to you from the formal point of view. Here, the puppets have been made by both of them. So it means even I think Adam, as an actor, student of acting, designed them and made them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But maybe I will stop it because without sound it's too boring, and I don't want to bore you. So I will find something, some other video.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. In which subject the students learn how to control, how to manipulate, how to act with object and puppet? In acting?
We have a subject called animation.
Animation. Okay. Okay.
Animation. Yes, that's
in this subject, the students also learn traditional techniques, or just how to manipulate the material?
How to animate, manipulate, but it's only a week, very short time. It's 90 minutes a week. It's quite short lesson or short class. That's why we have different workshops where they can build their puppets, or even think about how to build a puppet. It's not like but they are, as I mentioned during the presentation, we are not like having trainings in the classical puppet animation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's strange when I want to share something, it disappears. Oh, it's not there. Just a second.
Yeah, no problem. No hurry. We have here people.
If there is another question I will try to do something with it.
Yes, maybe Galia Levigrad from. Oh,
no, I have a question. Yes.
Yeah,
I have a
Alessandra.
question. I would just know what percentage of the students who leave your school go on to work as puppeteers after, and do they create our company?
Yes, it's hard to say how many percent of students graduating in our school. Some of them are invited to become actors in institutional puppet theaters. Some of them create own companies. Some of them become performers. Some of them are definitely leaving theater field and planting seeds and focused on different vegetarian food and cooking and whatever, or then later after school focused on some esoteric being existence. So it really differs. I cannot say like there is this and this percent. But in the last years, many of our students are even in institutional theaters and having own small companies. Small, I mean 2, 3 of our graduated students create companies and every year come with one performance and are not only able to travel with them to different festivals, but to even present them in different regions.
Okay, thank you.
Can I ask something, please?
Yes, please.
I would like to know if you have short, concentrate workshop for making marionettes, traditional marionettes.
If we have right now such a workshop, if we can offer such a workshop, right?
Yes.
We are not. We like with František Skala, we could do it. We could create this opportunity, but now we don't have it. We are not like offering it as some ready-made for students.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a little bit confused of this that it is not working, this sharing of video.
Okay. There is another question to anybody. We have here people from different countries inside Europe, from Asia, from Israel, from Russia, Nina. So, and I am very glad to receive one puppeteer from the Curacao, it's a country from Caribbean. That is the first time we have some Kati Kui from there. Thank you, Kati. It's good to everybody to know that in little, very Curacao is a very small country on the Caribbean in the north of South America, and in the meantime we wait for the video.
Yes, I have it. I'm sorry. I'm ready now.
Okay.
This is a Little Red Riding Hood made by 2 scenographers and 2 actresses, or students of students of scenography and 2 students of. There is little introduction in darkness, atmosphere. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
So this was a Little Red Riding Hood, the like main let's say character of the performance became not the red Little Riding Hood, but the forest where she was lost. I will show you another one. Now hopefully I know how to do it. Moskva Dachnoye is a performance made by Dasha Gosteva. Dasha Gosteva is our student from Russia, and she created a performance about the place, the village where she lived some time ago. Okay, just I need to find 18th minute. 18, yeah. Can you see it?
Yes, perfect.
Yeah. So as you can see, this was Moskva Dachnoye from Dasha. Then another thing, from student of master program directing of device and object theater. She's from Hungary. Her name is Esther Kontz, and well, she made a performance Migrating Birds. She was walking around Prague every day and looking for golf balls, snail houses, etc. And then she was sharing her experiences and these objects in her performance. Just what she added, when I may say, is that she added some cameras, projections, screens, etc. So she what we cannot see here, multiplied the picture, multiplied the let's say situation or the place, the animation. You could see it all around from different point of view. Different points of view.
Interesting.
So this was Esther Kontz. Another thing what I would like to show you is RAF, what is not only a group of our students, Emil Rottermel and Antonia Formanova, but even Royal Air Force, where during World War II, Czech pilots have been pilots of Royal Air Force, British Royal Air Force. And even this RAF is, of course, the Rote Armee Fraktion, what was the the organization, terroristic organization in Western Germany. So this is, let me again find the right time. So these two, Emil is student of directing, Antonie student acting, and they made this performance. The set design is theirs, and they are mixing these two topics: this heroical topic of pilots of Royal Air Force and terroristic topic of Rote Armee Fraktion in Germany. So you could see the absolute destruction of Legoland, and last thing. So we come back to fairy tale land. Would be Hansel and Gretel, and again by the students of second year. Okay, you can. What is more, let's say, visual and sound based? The story, the narrative is mostly based on the sound. So, and I think the storm is ideal for ending of presentation of our department.
Okay. Thank you very much. Just one last question from Alessandra Micarelli from Italy.
Thank
Please.
you.
I didn't mean to generally to end this, but for showing this was the
Yes,
last
yes.
performance I had prepared.
I have just a little question. What we see is our beautiful small form, very beautiful small forms. But do the students are working on creating a large show too, or not?
Yes, of course. But then there is I have from last 2 years that have been because of COVID, such a I think small forms have been better and easier to get, like less students to enable them. For them was easier to go to flag because school was for a long time closed and wasn't for disposal. Most of these performances come from the time when they have been closed in one room or in one flat or somewhere in cottage house somewhere, you know. So that's why there is majority of this these small forms. Now is today is premiere show of third year in a huge black box, what is more, let's say, object theater, and this is really like 9 actors and 3 directors. It is huge performance that we will see today here in the school. But these examples are, I would say, more representative, or I could show you some pictures even from site specific, from the streets, from the fields, meadows around Prague. But because the topic is puppet training, I focused the documentation in photographs is not every time such a perfect. So I have chosen something what really belongs to the field of puppet theater and is good documented.
Okay, thank you. So just only a few second question before Kati. Is there any link between your puppetry department and the cinema? Because everybody knows very well Jan Skladmeier and on the whole his legacy. So is there any kind of link between cinema and puppetry there?
I think the philosophy of Jan Schwankmajer is kind of like Bible for many of my colleagues from puppet theater making, and of course, like the idea, the treating, and I think in many performances that I have brought as examples, there you can see or feel kind of connection to Jan Schwankmajer poetic.
Yeah.
But there are like two places where you can work with the puppets. One is animated film. It's in a separate department on the film faculty, and we are working about mainly in intensives of puppet theater. It means, but from my experience, many students from the film faculty, from the department of animation, comes to my lessons and they want to know something about the theater. So there is somehow the connection, but there are like 2 different subjects, but the links are here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Kati? Kati, please.
Yes. I wanted to ask, I know it's a school, but I wanted to know if there is a possibility that maybe in the future or near future or in the present that you guys give lessons or these lessons also online. Is that possible or not?
To be honest, we struggled very much with the COVID time to provide anything online. many of colleagues tried really hard to prepare something meaningful, what could be meaningful in online, on online platform. But as theater is a living form, we have been happy in the moment when school was again open and we could practice it really face to face. This online form is we finally, the resume was that it could work, this hybrid form of teaching only for theory of theater, where we can Katka is not sure, when you can share some videos and links and talk about it online, but really it is must to be there, to be with the people, to interact live with the people.
Even for the theoretical lessons, it's much better to see the live and vivid eyes and to be responsible, quickly answer all the questions and see what they are interested in, because the screen is like a limitation. And I'm really very happy that I can meet my students personally, finally back into school. Really, I don't want to teach anymore online if it's not necessary.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, Branislav and Katerina, I want to thank you on behalf of the whole commissions to this presentation. And so, sorry, before we leave, Stefano Giunci from Italy want to say something. Stefano, please.
I have a very simple question. In your school, you have special course of building and manipulating traditional glove puppets?
I wouldn't say that there is a special. You can come in touch with glove puppets if you decide for it. You can develop it during lessons, so-called animation. But it is not a must. It really depends on the students if they choose this form or they don't. If they choose marionettes or they choose own puppets that they develop or objects, etc. It's not like must to go through marionette animation, glow puppets animation, etc. It's really quite, as I mentioned, there is only 1 week, 90 minutes of animation. And of course, for some students, it is inspirational to spend with it more time. Some are focused on something else, physical theater, etc.
So because you are also more near to marionette, string marionette tradition than glove puppets, huh? Yes. Thank you.
Okay, then to close this meeting, just to remember everybody, and if you know someone that couldn't came today, we will put all these videos in our page.
Have we lost you?
Oh.
Where are you?
Hey.
The connection.
Hey, I am here. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Okay. Branislav? Okay.
Yes, we are back. Sorry.
So okay. So I just only told that for anybody, if you know anybody that wants to share this, we have our YouTube channel and we put all these videos in the web page of UNIMA in the site of the commission. So just for ended, I want to tell one more time my really gratitude to you, Branislav and Katerina, to make this meeting, and all the teachers here present to make this meeting do. So really thank you, and thank everybody to be here. And we wait for you in our next meeting in the month of at the end of June. So thank you very much, and to everybody, and especially to Branislav and Katerina for your presentation.
Ciao a tutti.
Thank you,
Tutti.
thank you for your attention, and I wish you nice days, nice spring days. Have a nice time. Thank you.
Yes,
Goodbye.
It was a nice
Bye-bye.
time with you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.